Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. So today's video, we're going to talk about the holiday supply shortage. Now, we're going to see a holiday supply shortage as well as a food shortage. Now, I know a lot of places are starting to see the food shortage. They're starting to see the bare shelves. There's even a call for a turkey shortage this year. But now we're going to enter the holiday seasons, or we're entering the holiday seasons, because we're entering October, and then we have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, right? So if you're looking, guys, for example, to get a Christmas gift for your loved ones, whoever the fuck it is, or prepper gear, or whatever you might want to get, you're going to have to keep in mind that there's going to be a supply shortage this year. We're seeing it with cars. Cars right now are on a 6-month back order. Pretty much all cars, right? So when I asked you that question about the Tahoe, Yukon, and the Telluride, it really doesn't matter what I order, I'm going to be waiting 6 months for it. So I think I'm going to squeeze out as much as I can out of the current ride I have, the Mercury Mariner. What a fucking disaster of a car. But I'm going to have to squeeze out what I can out of that, and then put my money somewhere else until that money gets better, or matures, if you will, and then buy a nice ride or a new ride. But back to the video, we are going to see, and according to a lot of retailers, guys, they are concerned that this year we're going to see a shortage in a lot of products, especially toys for kids. Now, a lot of the toys, they come from you know where, fucking China, and a lot of the toys manufacturers are short on workers. So not only are they short on workers, but then the delivery process to get those toys to this country are also being backed up because of what happened early this year with the what you call a canal, right? And then you have less truck drivers driving shit anywhere. So we're running into that problem. Now, it's a shortage in the sense that we're not getting the supplies. But those supplies might be sitting in a factory somewhere in China or Indonesia or Taiwan. They might be sitting there ready to rock and roll, but there's no one to get them to the boats, and there's not enough space on the boat to get these supplies on. There's not enough workers to build these supplies that are sitting there ready to rock and roll, so they can't get to the truck, and the truck can't get to the boat, and the boat is being shuttled off to America and sitting in, in the ocean somewhere, waiting to pull in the port, because they're having a port delay as well. So with all of this coming together, this is creating a shortage in other supplies. So if you want to get a coffee maker, for example, you want to get furniture, you can't. You want to get a new car or a computer, you can't, because of the microchip problem as well. So you're going to have to think ahead. That's the basis of this whole video. You're going to have to think ahead. Now, for those of you that don't celebrate Christmas, this is probably a non-factor to you. But for the rest of us who celebrate Christmas, this is going to be a bit of a problem. Now, I know I heard a couple people say that they're going to start Christmas shopping next month. So they're going to get a jump on everyone else, but I think everyone else is going to do that too. Whatever. A lot of the stuff, guys, if you can see it today on Amazon or wherever you're going to order it from, get it today. Don't wait. I mean, unless you don't have the money. But if you have the money, get it today and get that shit shipped to you and hide it in your attic or some shit. And leave yourself a note on where you hid it, because there's nothing worse than hiding a gift and then finding it 6 months later. Right? So with that, just leave yourself a note of where you hid it. But get it early while you can. So months and months of congestion at the ports, lack of workers, lack of supplies, lack of materials to build those supplies are what's causing this disruption or shortages on these supplies. Guys, household items are going to be in demand this year, right? Like I said before, cars and computers and whatever hit toys out there, which I don't know, whatever hit toys out there, that's going to be on a shortage or high demand this year. So you're going to be competing with people online and in the stores. Factory shutdown also played a huge part in it. I forgot to mention that. Factory shutdowns also played a huge part in delaying or creating a shortage in the supplies. So if you know where your favorite toy comes from and you do the research for whatever reason, you're like, oh shit, the Jimmy the Dickface action figure, he's out. But he was made in China, but he was made by, I don't know, Hasbro or Mattel, if Mattel's even still a thing. But he was made by Hasbro. They had a factory shutdown 6 months ago and they are behind 2 months. So maybe I should order the toy now to get it later. And no, guys, there is no Jimmy the Dickface action figure. I just made that up. So here's the other, I was a little surprised to find out about this, but decorations for Christmas. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Thanksgiving, there's going to be a shortage in that as well, That was a little surprised about that. I mean, you better get your kids to work and start cutting out paper fucking, what you call it? Paper hand turkeys. Remember those? You put your hand on the thing, draw it out, and you had a turkey. You better get your kids to build a lot of those and put them around the house, because according to retailers, they're going to have a shortage on holiday decorations. Completely surprised about that, because that was one of the things. Listen, I know here in New York City you don't see a lot of decorations up, so it might not be an issue for us here. There'll be decorations in the store, and I'll be able to go to the stores and get those decorations. But the fact that there's a shortage, I'm just a little boggled by that. So Nike had gave a warning a couple days ago, right, saying that there's going to be a supply chain shortage because they had to deal with strict COVID rules in Vietnam, where a majority of their products are made: sneakers, shirts, hoodies, pants. So they had to deal with that. So they're seeing a backlog in orders and shit that, you know, that they normally have on deck. You can go to a Nike store and the shit's there, but they're even having a problem. Clothing lines also, guys, are going to be affected. So if you're looking for your favorite, I don't know, Russell athlete shorts or whatever it is, or 511 gear, you might see a problem in the clothing line as well. Now, I'm not saying 511 is one of them. I'm just using them as an example. But nonetheless, you should definitely start looking at the stuff or gifts you want to get for anybody in your family, and start doing the math and seeing how long it's going to take for you to get there. If it's available now, get it now. Don't wait till then. Now, this is not a real prepper problem, except for when you want to get things like dehydrators and stuff like that, which I heard a couple months ago there was a shortage on, right? Or they were hard to come by, right? Canning pots, for example. I looked up a canning pot, the one that everybody wants to get, the American something and other canning. $300 they want now. When I looked at it, it was like $210, and I was like, oh, I'll get it. Then I said, nah, I got something a little cheaper. Then I went back to visit that American, what you call a canning. I'll put the name of it now. I want to look that up. They want $310. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So obviously there's a shortage in that stuff. So there is a shortage in prepper supply as well. Now, the jars came back, right? So the mason jars came back, thank God. But that doesn't lend to the other shit that we're running in a shortage with. So guys, next year, I think it's going to be incredibly hard with shortages, because it's all going to come together next year. All of it. The fucking new variant that you guys are not going to like, this one that comes out next year. I could promise you that this one is going to, you're not going to like it. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to make matters 1,000 times worse. We're going to see food shortages get even worse next year. We're going to see supply shortages get worse next year. Toilet paper, guys, they're making a run on toilet paper again, and yet I could walk into any store around here and see them with no problem. But there's been a toilet paper shortage in other states. So do yourself a favor and start collecting toilet paper, paper towels, paper plates. Start collecting that shit, because I think next year is going to be the fucking, the rockiest year we got, and it's not going to be the end. So it's not going to end with next year, but next year they're going to turn it on next year. Whoever they is, they will be turning it on next year. That's all I'm going to say. So guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching. You can like and subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on the Angry Truth channel and the Angry Lensman channel. And other than that, guys, thank you for watching. One other thing, please follow me at podcasts. So I guess whatever listening service you use, whether it's Google, Apple, or I don't know, fucking Spotify, do me a favor, head over to the Angry Prepper channel, and I'm starting the Angry Truth channel, podcast channels. Sorry. I don't know why I can't say that. Angry Prepper podcast channel. There you go. Or the Angry Truth podcast channel. I'll be starting the Angry Truth podcast channel this week. There won't be any episodes on this week. I'll be working on it next week. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching.